Hi again, folks. In this video, we're going to take a look at, since the Sabres' inception, our goals for and against, a differential. Who are the best teams since we've become a franchise? Coming up. All right, something I wanted to do. I probably have made videos similar to this last year, probably. But this is a little different because I'm not going to use the board, guys. It's going to take up way too much time. And for me to have to write it out and everything and get it ready, it would take too much time, and I want to get these videos up as early as possible tonight. So I'm going to I'll throw 11 teams at you. I got 11 here on this list, so I was only going to do 10. I'll do 11. Now, what we're looking at is just the teams, and that's every team, okay? And Vegas almost cut this list. They almost cut it. They would be actually number 12 for the record, just so you know. So I'm going to go, anyway, we're going to get down on this list. We'll get it started. The team's goals for, goals against since the Buffalo Sabres became a franchise. Let's take a look at this because it's pretty interesting, actually. All right, number 11, and I'll just put clips below because it's going to save me time and get these videos up earlier. Number 11 come the New York Islanders. The Islanders scored, since we're a franchise, I know they came in 72, 73, but still it counts. 12,188 goals, and they've let in 12,068 goals for a plus 120. Number 10, the St. Louis Blues come in at number 10. They've scored 12,457 goals. They've let in 12,331 goals for a plus 126. And number 9, the Edmonton Oilers. They have 10,986 goals, and they've let in 10,815 goals for a plus 171. You see just how tough it is. You know how tough it is to have more goals scored than against over long periods of time. It is hard, you know. The majority of the NHL are in the minus with this. Well, at least half, you know. All right, number 8. The Quebec Nordiques / Colorado Avalanche have scored 10,717 goals. They let in 10,531 goals for a plus 186. Since the Sabres are in the NHL. I know they came in 10 years later, but it's okay. You know what I mean? This is an easy number to manipulate in a short amount of time, like Vegas has done. Number 7, Chicago Blackhawks come in at number 7. 12,679 goals for, 12,320 goals against, for a plus 359 in that span. Number 6, our boys, the Buffalo Sabres, come in at number 6, 12,619 goals for, and 12,179 against for a plus 440 goal differential since their franchise. And number 5, the Atlanta / Calgary Flames, 12,553 goals for, 11,975 against for a plus 578, which really, that surprised me. Of all the numbers that I researched, that surprised me the most. I did not see that coming. That one I didn't see coming at all. Okay, and number 4, the New York Rangers, 13,098 goals for, 12,443 against, for a plus 655. In that span since we are a franchise. And the most successful of all the, without a doubt, you know, and we tend to forget this, is the Philadelphia Flyers come in at number 3. 13,303 goals for, 11,818 against for a plus 1,485. So the Flyers, very successful franchise, as we all know. Number 2, the Montreal Canadiens, 13,371 goals for, 11,410 against, for a plus 1,961. And number one, the Boston Bruins. And it's just a video. 13,694 goals for, 11,584 against, for a staggering plus 2,110. Now, I want to just throw something out there, though, because you see, the Sabres, you clearly see, are sixth, which isn't bad at all, but it's, of all these teams, Boston's won the Cup, Montreal's won the Cup, Philadelphia's won the Cup, the Rangers have won the Cup, St. Louis has won the Cup, Chicago's won the Cup, Calgary has won the Cup, the Islanders won the Cup, the Avalanche have won the Cup, the Oilers have won the Cup. The only team on this list not to have won a Stanley Cup are the Buffalo Sabres. And that, folks, was the knock on the Sabres for the longest time, till the tank came in. And I want to explain that about the tank. Since 2013, 2014, in those 9 seasons, okay, counting last year and the 8 years previous to that, we've been outscored 2,202 to 1,676 for a staggering minus 526 just in that 9 years. And guys, you know as well as me, if we would have been in the plus 900, we would be a runaway at number 4 on this list, and the only expansion team that would be better than us in this department would be the Philadelphia Flyers. That's it. And the only original 6 teams that would be better than us would be Boston and Montreal. Buffalo would be a strong number 4, which they were 9 years ago. 9 years ago we were, I can guarantee they were number 4 in this list, in this department. So this is, when looking back at something like this, the reason I do it, guys, is really because sometimes younger fans need to try to remember what was our franchise like before the tank, okay? During the tank era, that's all everybody talks about, is that Buffalo's been losing forever. They don't mention, they fail to mention the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. And, all winning decades. You know what I mean? All of them were winning decades. We're just closed out in 2020, our first losing decade of our history. And a lot of people don't really know that. And a lot of people just think that the Sabres have been this bad team forever, and they, especially the younger fans that are opposing fans, they don't know anything to do with something like this. The Sabres, for the longest time, guys, were a powerhouse, And then in the 80s, we went through our rebuild, right? So it hurt the franchise. It did. It did, because there was pressure to win a Stanley Cup in the 80s, big pressure. And then in the 90s, we came back to life. Went with this guy named Dominic Hasek and a leader called Mike Peca. And then the 2000s, we came pretty damn close in 06, as you all know, pretty close. And then we let ownership kind of mess us up before the Pagulas became the owners. Because Golisano really messed up not hanging on to Briere and Drury. He just really did. And, we won't even get into that. The videos really, guys, is, I wanted to just touch on this historically, where we were, what we were like once upon a time. And, when you look at numbers like this, we're plus 440 for our history, but we were actually plus 966 9 years ago, And this is why I refuse to believe in tanking, Not just because of one statistic, but guys, we've been in the doghouse of losing for a decade now because we chose to chase this dream called Connor McDavid, and it backfired in our face big time. Completely backfired. It did. That with some bad free agent signings. And that's why, guys, with free agency coming up, that's another thing we'll talk about maybe in another video. But with free agency coming, we can't mess this up, because if there's anything that can screw up a team, it's free agency. And in that tank, it wasn't just us trading off pieces trying to lose. No. It wasn't just that. It was bad free agent signings. Ville Laino, the Matt Molson second comeback to Buffalo. There's just ones that were just bad, like Christian Ehrhoff comes to mind. There's names that come to mind, guys, that, bad free agent signings can mess a team up. And that is what's been going on for you younger folks the last 10 years. We've been in the doghouse with stupidity. Also, we've made some boneheaded moves, bad contract signings, bad free agent signings. We'll see what we do this month. You can tell it's on my mind. All right, folks, that's it. I'm getting caught up. I'm all over the place with this right now, but I would love to see this franchise turn back to what those numbers used to be, get back to respectability and contending again, and then we'll talk about a Stanley Cup too. See you in the next one, guys.